everybody. Happy Easter. No surprise they booked me, was it? And again in 3 days, apparently. Thank you very much, darling. That's very kind of you. So I'm not actually Jesus, by the way. Those who were worried. I did used to be a carpenter. That's not even a joke. I was a carpenter. Look like this. I'll take it for the advantage, to be honest. It's quite fun looking like Jesus. Like specifically when Jehovah's Witnesses come to the door. Hello, sir. We've come to talk to you about you. Sometimes, right, if I'm feeling a bit mean, what I like to do is use this red pen, just to draw little fake stigmatas before I open the door. So I can go, sorry Jehovah's, really, I'm just not interested. Go away, I'm a busy man. I've got loads to do. Come on. And I need a wee. I'm tired. This hair does get me attention everywhere, to be honest. I was on the bus where I live, and I was getting off the bus, and as I was getting off, I felt this tap on my shoulder. I turned around and there were 2 little 15-year-old lads sat behind me. And one of them went, mate, how long did it take you to grow your hair? I was like, well, it took about 2 years, I guess. And he was like, really? 2 years? And then his other mate went, it looks nice. And that was the most unsettling thing I've ever heard from a 15-year-old lad. Couldn't shake the feeling they were taking the piss out of me in a manner too sophisticated for me to understand, you know? Largely because the only time previously a 15-year-old lad would compliment me was when one congratulated me for winning the Eurovision Song Contest. It's been 2 years and that joke is still distressing my body. Yeah, that was a tough night in my life. Jesus. I didn't even know Eurovision was on. But I got about 50 Facebook messages from cunts. So, well done, Jay. What for, cunt? And they sent me a picture of Conchita. I was like, oh, that's me fucked, isn't it? All of a sudden having a beard maybe a little less manly. It's tough, man. It's tough. And I'm a bit sensitive on buses, to be honest. Not just because of that, I think just in general. I don't know if anyone can empathise with this, right? But you know when you're on the bus and there's someone sitting next to you, but then the bus gets less busy and that person then gets up and sits in the freshly available seat. Does anyone else feel spurned? I do, right? But this beautiful thing happened the other day. This guy was sitting next to me. Seat became available, he was up like a flash to go and sit in it, but at exactly the same time, this other guy further down the bus had got up to sit in it as well, and they both reached it at the same moment. Instead of suffering the indignity of going back to their respective seats, they just sat down next to each other. Absolutely made my day. I was like, you two deserve each other. It's like, I never spurn you, that's my point. Like, if I was sitting next to any of you guys on a bus, I'd be in it. Till destination do us part. Committed, but this can get awkward, right? I was on the top deck of a bus recently, sitting next to this dude. Seats were becoming available. I was like, no, you sound like I'm happy here. But then more and more seats became available, till it was just us two. Sat next to each other on the top of this bus. Luckily it didn't get too awkward, because he tapped me on the shoulder and was like, mate, it's my stop. I was like, alright, sound. A few stops later, it's my stop. I get up, go downstairs, and the fucker was sitting downstairs. Couldn't even meet my eye. So So I just sat next to him again. Showed the fucker. Yeah. A few stops later, he tapped me on the shoulder and he was like, mate, seriously, this is my stop now. I was like, oh no, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, welcome to Wolverhampton. Showed the fucker. I don't know, so what else can I tell you? I've got a girlfriend now. Her name's Mary. Nice having a girlfriend. I'm still not great in the bedroom though, to be honest. Like every time I show her, it feels like a bit like not owning a PlayStation. You know, I'll get really excited. I'll be like, oh, I'm playing PlayStation, but I won't know the controls of the game, so I'll just mash the buttons. Occasionally, I will pull off a special move, but then she'll be like, do that again. I'm like, I don't know what I did. Eventually, she gets so frustrated, she takes the pad off me and finishes the level herself. I'm quite naive when it comes to sex, to be honest. Like, I do find myself still quite scandalised by the things I accidentally see on the internet. Like, I found this out. Little slow burner there. I'll tell you this before I go, right? I found this out recently. Like, apparently, it's possible to get pregnant from having anal sex. Yes. Don't be so worried, dude. It's still just women who can get pregnant. I'll tell you how, before I go, just in case you want to know, right? You can get pregnant from having anal sex if the semen gets out of the backside and in to the front. Out the craps, into the flaps. Or if she's got vajazzle, out the shitter, into the glitter. Can't think of any more. Out the fowler, into the growler. So anyway, like, when I found this out, all I could think was, fucking hell, that has got to be the last way you want to conceive a child. Like, seriously, I don't think I could look that kid in the eye. I couldn't talk to him. Can you imagine trying to talk to that kid about the birds and the bees? And you're like, Daddy, where did I come from? Well, it was my birthday. Well, your mother agreed to do something a little different. Anyway, we didn't think we need to use a condom, and, well, I guess she must have farted in her sleep or something. 9 months later, you were born. Our little miracle. Apple of your mother's brown eye. So anyway, as it's Easter, don't you think it's possible that that little boy grew up to become Jesus Christ? Less an immaculate conception, more of a second coming. Nice.